Hi guys, we're back with another live. We have some super fun stuff to show you today. Some fun paint techniques. It's a little bit different this time with the way that our paint set looks, but you're gonna love it. It's super great. It's really pretty. And we also have some really beautiful designs that Mackie did, and yeah. So I will show you guys that. We're using the same paint set as last time for this, but they're super pretty. And let me pop up some of these codes. And I'm currently wearing an earring and cuff kit that I made for today as well. In just a second, I'm waiting to be able to load your comments as well. Okay, looks like that's loaded too. So currently I'm just wearing the necklace from the Venus Garden Complete Necklace Kit. There's also a bracelet and earrings kit. This one comes with a pair of earrings, but they also coordinate super well, so I recommend picking up both of them for the Azalea Garden and the Venus Garden. But for now, I'm just gonna pop up Venus Garden, which I am not wearing the earrings for. I'm wearing a different pair of earrings. But these are the earrings for the Venus Garden. So they're like this, and I'll show you it under the camera in just a second.
You don't have it on now. It was on.
But they're super pretty.
Oh, I am freaking out over the set, obviously, because, you know, me and my check, right? I even, one time I had an eBay profile called Checked Out.
Cute. That is so cute, actually.
Yeah. And then I changed it to Dove Diva.
I'm glad
because
that
I love Dove bars so much.
Yeah, I'm glad that this outfit that I wore worked out, because I was running late this morning, and I was trying to wash my hair, and I'm like, oh, what can I put on really, really quickly? And I'm digging through my closet as fast as I can.
We both did black today.
Yeah, we did. I always want to wear other colors than black usually, because I think they're so pretty, but then I wear black so often because it's just so much easier.
Universally.
Yeah. It's the most flattering, yeah. Okay, let me show you guys this I'm gonna move this out of the way.
So, funny story. Do you ever have those moments where you're it just doesn't make sense? I'm gonna sit with you just for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. Gonna get so close and personal with Ainsley.
It's fine. You do it all the time.
I know.
I'm used to it. And I like it.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story. And then back to Ainsley while she's laying these out. So this morning I was in the bathroom. I took a bath at 2 o'clock in the morning because I get RLS. I don't know.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
it's just
I get that too.
You're so a really scalding hot bath always does the trick. So washed my hair, went back to bed at 2:30, and woke up this morning, and I'm getting ready and brushing my hair out in this chunk of opal comes out of my hair. I washed my hair in the tub. But a broken piece of opal, it was an opaline bead, or it actually looked like a chunk of opal. And I'm looking around, I'm looking at my ring, wondering if that broke. I'm looking, I still don't know where it came from. It was big, that big. Do you guys ever have those things happen where you're woo! So strange. Anyway, I don't know. That was kind of
really
the
funny.
The weirdest thing. A chunk of opal.
Yeah, that's
crazy. It stayed in there and my hair is thin.
Where would you have gotten it from?
I don't know, but my hair's really thin, so it's not there's a nest of opal in my hair.
I saw a video where somebody was how they talk about the rat's nest hair, and a girl, she didn't find a rat in there, but she literally found a squirrel in her hair because she had left her bun up so long.
A squirrel in her hair.
She was sleeping, and it climbed in there.
Camping? I hope.
I think so.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Which is funny.
Fun story of the day. Oh, Ainsley, this was so beautiful. Shall we move it up in the frame?
Yeah, we can.
Well, I like where you put it because you got to see all the way up, and it's a super long
Oh,
necklace.
Karen says you need to text her since she has both the RLS and the insomnia.
She does.
Yeah.
Karen, I'm so sorry, but guess what I've been doing? I finally can sleep, so I don't have insomnia anymore. I used to have it like for 15 years, and then I did the most instant fix, like you guys wouldn't even believe. I took my phone and charged it in the laundry room, and it's nowhere in my room now.
I've been taking a sleep thing, like it doesn't help me fall asleep, but like when I'm actually asleep though, it's like my quality of sleep is way better than before.
Peggy, Wendy has begun growing opal on her. I wish. It's my favorite
You'd be
stone.
like, oh, here you go. Here
It's
you
my
go.
mom's birthstone.
Like where you become part of the ship. Right?
Yes.
But instead of it, you're
Grandma was in
gemstones
October.
are springing off you.
No, but July, you can do ruby or opal.
For
Yeah.
July. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Last two birthstones.
So she loved opal, but she also loved ruby.
I'm aquamarine.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Mackie's
Matches your
aquamarine
eyes.
too.
Ruby.
Matches your
And
eye.
ruby. I love rubies though. Like if I get married, I would prefer a ruby wedding ring because it's one of the better stones to get. Diamond may be slightly harder, but ruby is one of those where it's like a 9 something on the hardness scale. So you're not most likely going to like hurt it or scratch it if you accidentally hit it. So it's stronger, but also it's not like you're not buying into the diamond.
I love unconventional stones.
Diamond kind of deal, which is like they're worth a lot because there's a monopoly on them versus just naturally being worth more since they have that like diamond like bank or whatever.
They're so,
So-
popular. Diamonds
And they are
diamonds
so popular.
that the demand is so high for them that the price just skyrockets.
Do you have this one up?
Yeah, the Venus garden.
Venus
I
garden?
need to. I have the Venus garden up. We can show them the azalea garden
I
now
can put
though.
that over here.
Yeah, so I'm taking off the Venus garden. We're gonna show you the azalea
We
garden.
just put that one on. Oh yeah, we can do that here.
Guys, you want to know what's funny though? Because we could not find. We had the ear wire for these earrings, right? But this part had fallen off, I guess,
you
oddly
guys-
enough.
Really?
And so Mackie, we were like looking all over for it, and then Mackie's like, "Oh, whatever, I'll just like make it." Right. And so she like gets to basically done, and I found it, and it was in one of my like mixes trays, and it was
Wait,
there
it
the whole
wasn't in
time.
my hair?
No, it wasn't in your hair this time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put it above where the comments.
Yeah.
Above the comments. These are so pretty.
Let's just move this down so that it's.
Yeah, and should we explain this one?
This one's amazing.
So that designer, guys, do you think I should tell them the designer name? You guys, seriously, I might tell you the designer name.
You hadn't. Wait. You were
Oh,
a sharer, so.
I think that they would be okay with it.
Just don't let them know that we told you.
Yeah, don't tell them that we told. Well, they wouldn't know how to get a hold of them. Okay, the
Didn't hear
designer.
it here, but
No, drum roll, please. The designer is Stanley Haggler. You guys,
Did anybody guess
If you
it when she was
ever-
dropping hints?
look up that name, that jewelry. It is out of control. It's like you have to pay thousands for necklaces, and then bracelets and earrings are out of control. They do tiny, delicate work like seed beads. But for a while, this designer of Stanley Haggler, he's the most prominent designer of Stanley Haggler, other than Stanley Haggler himself. He
Oh my gosh. So hard to get these drops.
he's still
right
designing,
on the table.
but he's designing under a different label. But it's crazy. Oh, that's a cool view. Oh, open the bracelet and lay it flat. Well, it's
It's
How
pre-bent,
about
so
okay.
on her wrist.
Yeah, you put your wrist out.
yeah.
Not mine wrist. Your pretty wrist.
Oh, that's
Okay,
upside
the
down.
other way.
Oh my gosh, I still have the. You guys, you want to know what's
Smiley.
funny? So my brother does track, right? And you can still see the stamp on my hand. And so my dad, he didn't answer my dad's text. My dad's like, I hope that he got there, right? And we went to his thing 'cause I forgot. My dad needed to drop my purse off anyway yesterday because I left it in my mom's car. And so, you know, I went with him. We went and we're like, hopefully he got here. And then he paid for our tickets, right? And we go there and he's over by the jumping pit. So we're like, oh, okay, he's here. That's good. And then my dad yells for him and he comes over and he's like, I'm not jumping today. And my dad's like, what? Like, I came here and I paid like $12 to get in just for you not to jump.
That's a Dallin move. That's so funny.
And he's like, and my dad's like, I texted you at 11 this morning. Like that. I was coming and asking about it. And
Wait,
then,
so we paid yours
and his.
Oh my gosh.
And Dallin's like, what? I didn't see that. And then he checks his phone and he's like, oh, you did.
So this one, should I go get the piece? Should I get the original piece to show what they'll get it and how we're gonna just?
Yeah, we might as well show them.
Where is
But
it?
yeah, it's over. It should be over there, towards the bottom on the right side, I believe.
Oh, we did not get it yet.
Not the very, very bottom, I don't think, though. Like middle-ish bottom.
Okay. Oh, it's not in a box of kits.
Oh wait, yeah, it might be in the box. You're right. Yeah, when I saw this the other day, and we thought about including it in a design mix, but I was like, wait, we should make a bracelet out of this.
Found it.
I think Lynn Lober is asking maybe about how you spell Stanley Haggler.
STANLEYHAGLER.
Ooh, that's a mouthful.
Yeah. Look
This
at
is
that.
how
Well,
you
anyway,
get it, guys.
this is one of the pieces that we got from them. I work with his wife, and they they sell like in bulk to other designers. So really super exciting. And if you guys get a piece, so this Stanley Haggler is not living any longer. He died in, like, if you do some history, he died in 2007, I believe. No, that might have been Ian. There were several designers, but it's just amazing stuff. So little fun information is some of the designers also worked on Miriam Haskell. So you'll notice a very similar, like this one is brass and it's not Russian gold, but we do have Russian gold findings from them. I mean, stampings that are going to be coming up later. Not today, but, you know, as our kits. But the Russian gold from the 50s, 60s, 70s is just phenomenal. So we have some beautiful pieces, but this is one of them from the archives, and this is very old from the 40s. So they just hung on to their stuff for so long. So you'll get this, and then you'll just take your bail making pliers and just gently shape it in your wrist shape, and it's plenty big.
Yeah.
So this could fit up to a 9 wrist. If you want to make it small, like Ainsley would probably not even add much chain at all.
Yeah, because I have very small wrists.
And I would.
And I was telling you about that earlier, how we lost and we found another thing. You want to know what Mackie did with her extra one? She turned it into a pendant for Mo. So you guys, if you want to do that, yes, it is. She took it off.
I love this. This is like
You can
part
take
of
your
their
earring
bracelet.
stuff. You can take.
the bracelet kit.
Oh yeah. You can take your earrings, right, and you can change them into pendants instead if you want
Let's
to.
just lay it out. That's with one of those Stanley Haggler amazing lucite pieces.
But yeah, look at that.
Here.
That's so gorgeous. And you can totally, she just added this lucite piece to make a necklace out of it. So you don't have to use your earrings as earrings if you don't like them. Just don't use your wire and turn it into a necklace.
Yeah, and this
Super
is
easy.
If they bought that bracelet,
Yeah,
the
they could
charm
use that
bracelet,
piece.
you guys could use that out of that, because there's so many other pieces in that, and get just a gorgeous pendant out of it. We always like to make our designs super versatile. So what else are you going to show now?
I'll show them what I'm wearing. Let me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with these. Should I scooch
pop
in
it
a
up?
little closer?
Yeah, you can zoom in.
Ainsley, you knocked it out of the park with these gorgeous beauties. Oh, I'm obsessed with your cuffs lately.
So another earring cuff kit. I popped that up there. Super reasonable price,
Can you
and
turn
they
to the
just
other
look.
side, honey? To show the other one.
They just look super cute together.
They look amazing. And then you could probably put them on the board too. I know you don't want to take them off, do you?
No, it's fine. This is super easy to take off. I just wanted to show them on first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way
Oh yeah, good.
so we don't confuse it. Zoom in more.
I'm just making sure that we're sharing our live everywhere we can.
Oh
Get
yeah,
back to the comments.
so you guys, we've been we might do some kind of thing. How could I explain this without it sounding hokey? So the more,
Uh-oh.
you okay?
Just we didn't add a price to this one apparently.
Oh, $0?
What?
Whoopsies.
What?
How many have sold of that?
We haven't featured it yet, so
Oh, okay.
let me just,
Oh, that was the one.
We were still trying to figure it
I
out.
didn't know it was.
what is,
I said it's a damn
what's the price of this one?
Of her earrings, ear cup?
This one.
Oh, the full one that you just put on.
Yeah,
That's 38.
okay.
I know it's crazy. I know that's a crazy price, but we really want to give a lot to
38. What?
benefits. Holy moly, Ainsley, that's a lot of hair.
I know.
Um,
It always happens when I wash my hair. It's like it gets like tangled up in each other since it's wavy. So right after I wash it, that's always what happens to me.
so pretty. Are you gonna put this back on? So your cuff.
Oh, Avonda, if you're on YouTube, you can't do the cart thing since it doesn't have Facebook Messenger. So you'll want to go to our website to buy it or hop on Facebook.
The live shop.
Yeah. I know YouTube sometimes the quality looks a little bit better, like the camera quality translates a little better from what I've noticed.
Depends on where you're at. Sometimes you'll get a better signal there.
When I've like seen it from here, it always looks a little bit better. But if you want to do the live shopping, then you definitely need to go to Facebook for that part. But it's super easy. You can just buy all our products on our website as well. The lucite flowers are just inside of a kit, Connie.
But
We still have some
look at
some
this.
of that kit.
This one.
True, we do have a
Holy
lucite flower
moly.
coming up today.
This
It's a little bit
one-
different.
And this one is a Stanley Haggler. So it's like super rare. You guys, want you to know that when you see the lucite from us that we say is vintage lucite, it's from 1960 when it was really, really well made. So we have two kits that feature Stanley Haggler lucite. Now there's other lucite that we have, but we're really just gonna call that acrylic, not a lucite. We'll only call it lucite if it's vintage. Do you wanna
Oh,
show them?
what kit? Mackie's old kit. What was that called that has the lucite in it? The bracelets. with
Oh,
all the
what is
charms.
that one, Jean?
Can you look it up?
Which one?
Just
Mackie's
scroll down to
bracelet.
her-
There's two different ones, the pink one and the green
Yeah,
one,
the
and
pink
it's
green
very
shard
like
kit.
cute Hawaii. It's further back than that. Further, keep going.
View all.
Just scroll all the way down. And go a few pages back.
Someone on page 2, maybe?
Gosh,
We will let you
design a lot of
know.
stuff, guys.
No, I was pinning everything yesterday, and yes, we do.
Oh, these.
That
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
Fairy
the Fairy
Mist,
Mist green and Fairy Mist pink.
So Fairy Mist green and Fairy Mist pink, the date is 4/19/24. So if you're looking for it, you can type one of those in.
And that's shown as a charm bracelet, but guys, you can use our components however you want.
Yes, that's so perfect. And we showed it could be changed into a necklace too, very easily
And it
with
was-
just a chain.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing that way.
I loved wearing it that day, but I would buy two because I would want a necklace and then there's enough for earrings.
I would buy 4 because necklace, bracelet, and I need to have both colors.
There you go.
Okay, let's pop up our other one.
Is that the last regular kit of the day?
Yes.
Okay, so we have 3 kits for the day, right?
Yes.
We have the Venus Garden, Azalea Garden, and Opaline. What was this one? Opaline.
Opaline. What is it? You're right. I can't. Meadow.
Opaline Meadow. And now we have your just at low. Okay, what is the can you scroll all the way up? And I was gonna see what this one.
There's Melodic Whisper and
Melodic Whisper Inspo Kit.
That's what this one is?
Yes.
Yep.
So the Melodic Whisper Inspo Kit. This one we did a full layout of it for you guys. And this one is just add findings. So we did a full beautiful layout in the live shop and you'll see the picture there. We added a couple extra pieces that we didn't photograph because we weren't going in that direction with what we were designing that day, but this one is the
Other lucite that we were talking about.
this
That's
is the
super rare
Stanley
from the
Haggler
60s.
1960s, and honestly, I would not sell that for under. I wouldn't sell this beauty. Here, let's scroll in a tiny bit. I would not sell. You can hold that. Your hands are way prettier. But do you see how there's several holes in it? Oh, I think it's meant to be this way. There you go, because I think there's a couple holes down there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that
I
before.
know. So that one you can use as a pendant with a fine jump ring or fine head pin.
You guys, I kind of died when I saw that one.
I know.
Just in a good way. It's just
Well,
so
it's
gorgeous.
from 1960.
You can see the hole right there and right there.
Yeah, so you could do the full dangly thing that Mackie did with this cluster. I didn't even think of doing that when I did the layout. I just was kind of plunking it out. But now thinking about it, I would definitely do it like this one.
So are you going to show like a little bit of a layout right now too?
Do you want to lay out one of these with that? So we're going to do something similar to this one. Yeah. Yeah, do that. Here, I'll back out and you can do a layout with this chain. Or you don't have to use that chain. If you
No,
want
it's totally
if you
fine.
want it more delicate, you could use that for
totally
a
fine using
delicate
this
bracelet or
change.
anything.
Just like right now.
And this is the first of our Just Add Findings kits. Let's go way higher. Because all we see is basically chain. So let's go, forget the chain, right? Who cares? It's only gold. It's only gold plated in 3 to 5 mils of gold over brass and
Yeah, who cares about
super
that?
expensive, but who cares about that?
Trying to think what
I'm so
I
excited to
specifically
see
want to
Ooh, I love
this
these.
layout.
I want to use all the droppy thingies, yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw them over to you on your side. Ooh, and the earrings. Oh, this one, I love the idea of doing, oops, that's way over. I'll put those in the middle.
Did we go over how to order with
I do have it should be the first comment of our live, but also ordering has to be on Facebook Live, not on YouTube for anybody watching on YouTube. It's basically, you'll see at the very top of your screen, and if you cannot see it, click into the live because it's at the top. And in quotation marks, you'll see what to comment. So in the quotation marks right now, it is cart 103. Type it exactly the same, and you will get a message to your Facebook Messenger. And once you get a message from your Facebook Messenger, do not type anything, just click the buttons. Do not message us on our Facebook Messenger. It will mess with your order and it will kind of make the system confused. So message us at our email liveshop@Vintage if you have any issues. But click the buttons, follow along, and that is how you do it.
You know what I just realized? We didn't announce the daily dib.
Oh.
You guys gotta go get the daily dib. It's a phenomenal.
It's a great deal, right?
Yeah. Huge. Oh my gosh, I just want
that's
to
just
drip them
vintage.
all.
I know.
Vintage.
I like this little cluster that we have going on. Maybe we should add these up here though, because it looks so pretty. And I would definitely paint this. Oh my gosh, Birdie.
You look how many cluster necklaces you can get out of this one.
There's so many you can get. It's crazy.
We could do it out of the leather,
Is it just
out of that. This
Oh
also,
yeah, this could be have the clusters hanging down from it
yeah,
as well.
let's do.
Kind of like this with it.
I kind of like
And
the
then-
weightiness too of like, maybe not that, but. This is my favorite part, is laying out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Not laying out in the sun.
Or not laying somebody out.
I can see
Although
what
I
you
think
do.
probably sometimes we all want to do that.
Yeah. Like my husband. When he's being a turd.
Ooh, this would look super pretty at the top of those.
Oh, yeah. No one has a turd husband though, right? I'm in here, I'm sure. You know, it's one of those things, it's like,
do I only
you
have
gotta
one of
love
these?
them, but you gotta just, what is it?
The speed?
Oh, well, we'll
Maybe.
just use it in the cluster.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just put it over here.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Actually, I think I'll do this one over here.
Wait, so
Better
you
for
would
the
you do
line.
the whole thing just all dangling from that?
Yeah, just clustering all down from that.
And here's a pendant that could have all these clusters
It
in
hates
it
me, guys. It doesn't want to stay.
with the mushroom. It's because we need, the table's not level.
No, I know. Well,
Isn't that
this
funny?
isn't level either because it's being weighed down
Oh,
by where
right.
the stone is at. You guys can't actually see that,
Okay,
but
so look at this whole, look at that whole cluster right there. Ooh, and you could put these tinies. I want this pair of earrings right here.
yes.
Don't you?
They're so pretty and dainty.
And look at this butterfly cluster right there with the
and
bloom
we haven't
in it.
even used this yet.
No, I know. Do you think you would put it? What if you put these two together and kept that like that? How would that look? Or those two? I
This could
kind of
even
like this.
This could even be like here as well, and would look super gorgeous.
Wait,
Just-
that's true. What if you did this? Boink.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because then it becomes like really light and airy. And then you could put this green so you get a real, oops, that's way off. Sometimes it's hard to see. There we go. So you get this green hanging there and green hanging down and all these hanging clustery
I'm
with
just gonna
that.
move this around so they can get a good view of everything. So there's that. There's that one. And then there's what we have going on in the corner.
And look at him. He's like this
He's so
beautiful summer
gorgeous.
elk. Summer moose. Elk. What is it? Reindeer? No, it's not a reindeer. It's a...
Well, Monica's not here today because she's traveling. She would
Caribou?
be able to
Oh,
tell
she
us.
know. It's an elk or a caribou,
Caribou
or
maybe,
something, but I could just
reindeer.
Yeah, it does look pretty reindeer.
imagine him in the grove,
Oh,
can't
wait.
you?
What is the mystical, like that story where you see one in the clearing?
Ooh.
Right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's like
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I've
it's been in a few fairy tales, and it is something that has a rack like that. So I don't know if it's a bug. that does it or what it is. But
Like the white stag or something
Yes,
like that.
yes,
Yes,
that kind of
yes.
thing.
I think that's what it is. So you could go and add some really pretty to make it match the gardeny feel.
like the white stag, yeah. the
Yeah, you
mystical
could
one.
add some of the iridescent and some of the opaline. I'd add those two paint colors to him, and then maybe just a tiny, 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 tiny bit of
Yeah, he's really beautiful
the
though.
yeah primitive green. I
And
love
if
this
you use
layout.
him right, then he's just gonna look so gorgeous.
And this is its own. And
For
then
layers.
and I know they look like they're the same, so we'll just do this. You could even do the necklace this way. I don't want that to be confused because when they snap. Okay, you
I
guys can.
think that the
take a
butterfly
snapshot.
Is, done
Is
with
there a
this week's
product on the
colors.
website to create more of those ear cuffs? Becky is asking. Did we just add like cuffs, just plain cuffs to the website?
Not yet.
We're
Not
working
yet.
on
Coming
it, guys.
soon, Becky.
I
Coming
haven't had
soon.
Enough.
Bandwidth.
There are old, like, or just time outside of the studio to do it. Just even hours, but there are some previous kits too to make more of the cuffs on the live shop. So
Yeah.
Ainsley still has. There's
We have like 3
the Alvin
today.
kit, the floating
We
blossoms.
will be getting more of that other one
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
once we get the right cuff in because we only have
We
hammered.
might have four cuffs now with this one.
Want to sell them at my markets. Yeah, so there's a few different cuff kits right now, and then later on we'll be
In the
introducing the loose
meantime,
ones.
ladies, we can give you a little hint on what to do to make your own ear cuffs until we get them.
Yeah.
With a
so,
little bail making plier, and you can do filigree
Yep.
ear cuffs. You just have to.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you go on our
just make sure this you can see it's very curved and smooth. You won't want it to be pointy. Just make sure you file it down so it's nice and smooth so you don't like hurt yourself accidentally.
I think there's one on right now that you don't even have to cut on our website.
Really?
Coming
Yeah, it's
soon.
a
We'll
squarish.
do a tutorial on that.
Yeah, we'll do
soon.
that next week.
Or maybe even next week I'll have it posted by then.
after the warehouse sale. Should
Right?
we announce that?
Oh yeah, yes,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, we are doing a warehouse sale and then a trunk show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little bit different,
Wednesday.
you know, because we try to do that every once in a while, something different than our usual. So super excited. You can get all the stuff that you normally can't and really stock up on the essentials and just really good like filigrees, all of that kind of jazz.
Chain,
Yes,
you guys.
definitely
It's
for the chain.
insane prices on chain. Also, I wanted to mention we always do for you guys selling benefit. We always do an estimate. So since this one's just add findings, guys, all you're doing is adding eye pins and jump rings, and you can even use wire and all sorts of little things in these. But what would you charge for each one of these? Like this earring pair right there, and I would probably add like one of these in the bell. So that would probably be, I would say $34 for that pair because it's got the brass, and this is all the brass is all hand aged, you guys. We don't use any chemicals for anybody new. And then this butterfly, just adding a chain there, that would have to be like $60 for sure, all that work. This pendant on a chain, probably like $28. You can hammer that behind there. This pair of earrings, adding a couple of pieces of beads. Okay, you get to do the rest. I did this half. Now you do that, this, that, and that.
Like price them?
Yeah, what do you think of that? Adding like a couple of.
Oh yeah, you would definitely want to
little
add
beads.
beads to this, but also I think if you added some chain, it'd be cool
Yes, I
too
love that
to dangle it down from. Or you can even. This doesn't have any holes in it, so you could hole punch it to exactly where you want. You could dangle it down from the sides,
I didn't even think about that.
and then drip down from the bottom too.
Then how much would you charge?
If you're doing all that work, probably like. Well, it would depend on like the chain you use, but you probably would use fine chain, so you could probably sell it for like 40 if you're adding like beads and stuff like that.
I agree. Now, how about your centerpiece here? with that vintage
But
lace
I think you would probably definitely want to make more expensive.
yeah.
Like, I
And
think,
this has two sides of looks too.
yeah, depending on how long you take on it, but also you're having like Swarovski in here, I think you could get, at the very minimum, you need to be charging at least like 100, 125. And you could charge
Once it's all
even
the way
more.
done,
Once,
if it was a set, you could even charge more.
yes.
I'd make
yes.
this a set. I think that would be gorgeous.
Yeah. But yeah, depending on where you're selling at.
How about this chunky thing, and you can paint that
Like at least 75. at
with the
very
chain
least,
and
with the chain and everything. Well, this is separate, so,
right.
but that's a whole lot less dangles than this is so many.
Yeah, maybe like
After.
$28 for that.
Yeah.
On a leather choker.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There you go. All right. Well, what do you think about moving on to the design mixes? Or are you guys ready to paint? Well, we don't have design mixes. Oh my gosh.
what are
I
you talking
completely
about?
forgot. No design mixes today.
Oh, also, if you guys saw me giggling earlier while she was talking, I just thought it was funny because you just happened to have your hand just right on screen and it was only your hands. And I was thinking about, like, you know, the cartoons where they only show like a small portion of the body, because like in the old shows like Tom and Jerry, because they didn't want to animate the whole thing. So I just thought it was just remind me of that. Yeah. So it's just her hand doing all the work for the
Just like-
expressing.
Okay, and you know what was funny? Have you ever seen Clutch Cargo?
No, I haven't.
It's really old. It really dates me. Obviously, I'm going to be 60 this year.
Oh.
Clutch Cargo, they would do an animated face with a real person's lips.
Oh my gosh.
How many of you guys remember Clutch Cargo? Come on. I'm trying to look at some of the...
We have to catch up too, so where
Yeah,
you're talking. So sometimes it takes a few seconds.
Okay, all right. Well, why don't we do... Now, the last thing to show is your paint collection.
It's short and sweet today, so you guys can basically pick up everything, so there's not 50 million things.
And this is different.
Yes.
This is different this week. We added, and let's do our transition,
Oh, Cindy
right?
said the lips were crazy
Were
and
they?
that she loved the show.
I did too. I watched it all the time. So let's do your artisan palette, and we call it like an artisan palette collection this time because this
we need
is
that.
yeah. This is really
I'm
jewelry.
Guys, I'm
driven.
painting on the wood now since she's stealing my mat away.
The jewelry collection. Sometimes we put a few beads in it,
I'll help you with that.
but
It's really
precarious.
Wait.
Yeah, I was just gonna do this whole thing. Oh, you just had runway bead.
One beads.
I
Yeah.
did
Okay.
it. And
She got it.
no, I didn't.
That's
No,
okay.
Wendy did.
No, there is a bead that dropped. I can see it.
I found it. I got it.
Okay, guys.
There you go.
So, we're doing something new with our paint inspo palette collection. Here, let's move it up a little bit
Did you already swap the product?
No, I haven't. I need to do
to
that.
do it.
I need to reload the page. So this is not the right product. Give me 1 second to get it up there.
And we've added in a ton of embellishments, and then
What is
not
this called?
everything. It's called. It's your. It's not melodic whisper. It's blushing bloom.
Blushing bloom.
Blushing bloom, I believe.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, this is only. Wait for it. $38. That was so QVC UK. This is only. Wait for it. $38. Gosh. All right.
I guess that most of them probably love QVC.
I do.
so-
I used to buy off of it when I was younger. I bought some car stuff. So
I always thought it was funny because when we lived in
wait, this one's
Illinois,
behind.
and I would go to the gym every once in a while. It's so bizarre because it's mostly guys there and not old ladies. But every once in a while, they would have QVC playing on the TV, and I'm like, it's so
You're kidding
random.
me.
It's so random to have QVC out of all
On
things
a
playing
gym.
on the gym TV
Well,
with a bunch of gym dudes.
I bought car wax on there one time, and it was the best car wax I've ever had in my entire life. So, the purpose of this is to give you a hybrid between jewelry design and a bead mix.
Oh my
And
gosh,
this
guys.
is
Also, look
loaded.
at this luster pearl from Japan. Look at it. She didn't even mention it yet. So, yeah, no.
This
we'll
is
show you.
also a Stanley Haggler, guys. And this is glass with luster wear, and we are going to use it
I need to.
at some future date. We're going to use this, you're just a little, here, let's come in, there we go, as a button toggle. And you can use it as a necklace toggle or a button toggle. But that one, you know what, they range, here, should we show the range of colors that they could get? Because they're all hand lustered. Here's there you go. Let me go up a little bit more. There you go. And can you show it to the side? Because you can't really see the luster for some reason under the light here. Huh. Oh, you
It
can
might
see
be
it a
the
little
angle,
bit.
so let me just do
Oh, yeah,
this,
do an
guys.
angle.
There we go.
Love it.
But yeah, they're all slightly different.
I can even move this up too. For that to...
And this is
that
super
looks
zoomed
better
in.
there. That looks
But
good.
yeah, guys, so this one's super easy to use too. Here's these. All you need is glue and a head pin or an eye pin. You just clip off the end and you stick it in there. We use Loctite, as we've said before. We aren't even sponsored by them or anything. We just love it. So you'll dab it in there or on the end of the eye pin or head pin you're using. Then
it's like
you
an
can
eighth of an inch.
stick it in there,
Mhm.
let it dry, or you can do it right away. You can make your loop right away and cut it, depending on
That's
how
what
you want
I
to
do.
do that.
I pre-loop it and then cut it.
Yeah, so you could pre-loop it too, and then cut it to the right length, and then glue it, or you can just glue the thing in, cut it, and then do the loop. It's probably a little better to do the loop first, so that you're not moving anything around in there.
Yeah.
Or
I
making any
made
crunching
mine-
sounds.
I made mine bigger, so you could use wire or anything you guys want, because the head pin holes aren't big enough for me for a button shank. So these are amazing for bracelet toggles and necklace toggles.
Yes.
Or you could wrap it too.
Yeah, you could
Or
definitely
resin
wrap
it
it.
inside bezel.
A setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, bezels.
So many different things.
Bezel setting.
But yeah,
Resin bezel,
super
resin bezel.
gorgeous.
Mackie's favorite word, resin bezel. Yeah. So this is what you're going to demo today.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be really fun. So you have that up.
And then I'm going to pop the paint set back up, Woodland Fairy paint set, just so you guys can see it.
Ooh. Look at that goodness.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Let me get these out of the way.
Those dang caps that we don't even use. We use
Half
them
the
for
time,
storage.
right?
Yeah, you guys, our caps,
I'm a cap user.
they just look like that most of the time. They're
And here
self-sealing.
we don't actually use them.
We do when we put them away.
Yes,
Yes,
they do.
when we
they-
put them away, but
they
when
go
we're
back
just
in
setting
the
them.
shelf, they do. We do.
Ah, that one decided to bubble. Don't want to get it on my shirt.
Oh, here, let me get you some Kleenex or paper towel, I should say. So this is a super cool kit. Jean, you knocked this one out of the park. Who did it? You
this
and
is
Mackie?
the first time
Or
that
just
you've
you?
never changed it. Mackie.
No, I did not change this one bit. This was incredible.
Mackie had an idea of a color thing, and so did I independently. And I was like, "Is this how does these
there's-
colors work?" And I think we swapped one of the colors in, and then you didn't change any of it, which is unusual. You're usually like, "Oh, let's tweak it a little
Add
bit."
this, add that, do
Right,
this, do
yeah.
this. But this one, you cannot go wrong. And we demoed this on Wednesday. I did some bead cap things, which I also duplicated. On this one, I duplicated this, the pour technique right there. Ooh, I need to get Ainsley a Dixie cup and a piece of wire.
Okay, yes, I'll do that. Piece of
and like
wire?
several pieces of
Oh,
wire.
for the,
Yeah, so that it doesn't like
Yeah,
get all
yeah.
like weird on the bottom.
right.
So she's gonna give you a little tip on how to let these things dry after you've painted them. So like those gorgeous pieces. Oh, my hand's in the way. Here we go. Yeah. And this is just, this whole technique today is gonna be pour and drip. And that's all we're doing. And I don't know, if you guys like the pour and drip technique, definitely throw up some hearts there, because don't throw up, but throw some hearts up. If you like the pour and drip technique, throw some hearts up. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's your,
Is that the whole?
these are the things to paint on.
Oh, look at all the hearts over there.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the most liberating and fun technique that I have. But I mean, I know you guys all have the things that you love the most. Did you yawn?
Yes. Ayana got it.
I do it.
Yeah, yawn a lot. I swear it's not because I'm bored. I just always yawn so much throughout the day,
It's like you
especially
need
in
more
the morning.
oxygen. You should do a Mackey's oxygen thing today.
That's true. Makes me look like a hospital patient.
Ainsley, you're so stinking cute. I can't even get over how cute you are.
Thank you.
Don't I have got such a beautiful niece, don't I, guys?
Oh,
Not that-
Peggy.
I'm kinda
Peggy
biased.
really is going on for those hearts.
Dang, Peggy!
Yeah,
woo!
Peggy. We love that poor technique.
I love it. All right, shall we set up your? How
Yeah,
about we
let's
just
get
don't.
some painting. And guys,
Yeah,
I never practiced this stuff beforehand, so you guys always get the real
the
experience
real
with me.
deal.
The handheld.
Oh,
like,
also look at
fingernail,
this.
there you go.
We didn't even pop this
Oh,
on.
yeah, that chunky shell cut. That is so amazing.
I just have to pop this on screen so you guys can see it, 'cause it's so freaking gorgeous. Look at that.
I know. I'll pull aside the pieces that were painted already
I'm
for
gonna slide this
inspo.
back and then we can
Gonna
just
take
leave
it.
them.
We can even take it all off.
What is?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I wanted to
occasional
highlight
symptom
this.
of narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
What is narcolepsy again?
When you
Fall
stop?
asleep
Stop.
during the.
Yeah. Not. You can fall asleep anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Hopefully not when you're driving.
Oh, right.
So you guys look at this little delicate piece of book chain that Ainsley included.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
will you do that, please? Because my
It was
hands
a
are
little too.
hideous.
But also, yeah, this was. Aunt Wendy told me to include it, and you guys are lucky she told me to include it because I wouldn't have thought of it. But I had to cut every single one of these to get it to come up. I was gonna unwrap it, but then I was like, we're not using the ones anyway on the
Right.
in between, so I just started cutting it. It was not easy, so labor of love for you all.
Yes.
You can be grateful.
But isn't it nice that everybody can have a little centerpiece on the bracelet?
It's so
there?
pretty for a bracelet or even a necklace, and you could just go like this,
Oh yeah.
hang it, dangle, dangle, dangle.
Yes, as a connector or centerpiece. I just had to highlight that. And I love this bow.
Well, let me pop up back to the blushing bloom.
And I love. Okay, so these guys, here's the difference. Here's a quick lesson. This is 70s lucite. This piece that you're gonna get in this kit. That's 70s lucite. Phenomenal. Amazing. It's not 60s, but it's 70s, and you can see all the crazy detail we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be making this piece with it. So you can go as crazy as you want, or you can go very light.
This would look super cool. Just a thought. What if we made it like a gradient?
Yeah, it's your stage. It's your stage today. You can do whatever you want.
No, I know.
Now
I'm just
this
saying,
one,
like, it'd be
you
so
can-
cool if it was like dark to just like the clear.
But do it. I love it. So this one is newer acrylic. So you can get this acrylic on Amazon. And we always add it in as just like a little spray. This one as well. So that's kind of fun. But this one is definitely old. So when you get your kit, see where the injection was right there, that spot? That covers up when you but there's no seams in these, in that one. These are also vintage. You'll get 2 of those because we changed it to 2.
Yeah, I
So we
know.
have to add that one.
Yeah.
So you get 2 of these really cool pieces that we made this
Which looks so
bow out of. This really cool. And you get this earring and earring back.
You're a little
You do it.
Osqueen.
You do it better.
Will's Osqueen. Look at that. That's so pretty.
Yeah. And so that's a complete.
These are super long and dangly, but like they're super
Maybe
light
put it
too.
show up to your ear. Yeah.
They're super light too. I'll just
Because it's a post, it's like really
This would even look cute in a second spot.
oh
Like
for
just
sure.
2 like long dangly earrings would be super cute together.
I do love that. All right. Well, enough gabbing. Should we just
Yeah.
play?
Also, Karen, don't worry either because I've had my blood tested so many times, so you don't have to worry. But thank you for your concern. She said that I should get my blood tested.
Yeah, she has.
I've gotten it tested so many times. So many needles
Which
poked
one are
into
you
me.
gonna do first? Should we lay out all the pieces you're gonna paint?
Yeah.
Let's move these out off the screen, and we can
And we
always
can
bring
totally
them
do
down.
Did you do any like things in this one? I know you painted it, but let me.
I didn't do any resin in that. No,
You
I just
could totally. We don't have the resin in this kit, but you could totally do like mini resin stones in here too
I
to
think
make
it'd
it
be
pop.
gorgeous.
It would be super pretty.
I punched a hole out there just so they can see.
Oh yeah, and they could just hang it
You can hang it sideways.
sideways,
You can
hang it straight.
Mhm.
I wonder. Oh, this could also be
used as
used as a
a band.
like an eye pin would be used too, or a bail. Yeah, right.
Lots of
So-
options.
So many options.
Now I'm gonna bring these over, and I want to see your inspiration. So I'm actually gonna not do anything.
You're not gonna tell me what to do?
No.
What?
Ha ha ha.
That's evil.
I will turn these
I've
over.
not even used these paints yet.
I will
No
do
hints.
this. And
Or paid attention when Mackie was using them.
how about I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I will answer questions.
Okay.
But I want to see what you do. Oh, and I'm not gonna say anything.
Do we have wire?
Okay, so here's the wire for when. Here's the trick, guys. So, this is any kind of Dixie cup, and when you do your piece, when you make your piece, you're gonna wanna feed it through, and if it's something like this that's gonna fall off, just kind of like bend it so it doesn't fall off, and then you can pour your paint on that way and roll and whatever, and then at the end, you're going to just set it there and let it dry. Oops. Set it there and let it dry. So everything you want to do, you can do that way. Because like, here's your, let's
Heart.
say you did your heart. Boom. Let it dry in your Dixie cup. I'm sure Lisa does a lot of painting. She probably has a bunch of hacks too that she could share in DIY if you want to ask
I didn't
her.
know that they did iron infusions. I do take iron to help supplement that because I have low iron as well. I think all of us have low iron.
Mm-hmm. We do. All right. Wing it, girl.
Wing it, wing it. Okay, I'm gonna start with this since I had that idea.
Oh, I love that. Well, are you gonna need a brush?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe some water too.
That's cool because I haven't even used. We were just gonna do a drip and drop, but please do the brush. I love it.
And then
You need a smaller one? Oh, she got you one.
she
gave
got
you
me
one.
a small one.
Okay.
Thank you though. I'm trying to pick what colors.
Are you grabbing one? Yep.
Maybe.
Okay.
I do just really want to try that, but this is experimental, so we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go, it'll still look gorgeous no matter what.
They always do, don't they?
And I kind of want to mix in, that was amethyst, and I think I'm going to mix some iridescent violet with the amethyst for some sheen.
And Ainsley, I'm just gonna sit over there, or I can sit here too. I was gonna make the filigree pieces that everybody bought
That's totally
for
fine.
the daily dib. So just shoot away your questions. But I want to see how you wing it.
Let me just zoom out for a second. Sorry, guys. I didn't put the paint on the screen. But I just am mixing iridescent violet and amethyst over here until I get like a sheeny, more sheeny color.
Ooh, shimmer.
Yeah, I want a little bit of that shimmer. And I'm actually going to use the wire as I paint this so it's not laying down. Okay. And I'm just going to dab at the top.
Sometimes,
Oh, smart.
sometimes what I do, yeah, that looks great. Sometimes what I do is I will hold it also on the ground with that, but it's very shaky. I like what you're doing.
So I have my nice and thick layer. Now I'm dabbing my brush in the water so I can thin out my paint that I have. And then I'm just gonna use it so I can spread this into like more of a gradient. So I'm just pulling down the color that's already on here. I'm doing that for the other side as well. Just pulling down the color to the other side.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. I'm gonna just add a little bit more to the top. I just dipped it into the paint over here. I'm thickening it up at the top. And then I'm just holding it now. Like so, to make sure it's not like splotched up where my fingers were.
And thank you everybody for buying all the daily dibs. The daily dibs are small quantity items. If it's under 12 that are available, then we put them in the daily dib. We've got some really amazing things that have under 12 quantity.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna show that. Oh my gosh, it's totally dripping down on the one side.
That's great, I love that. But you can wipe it right off.
Yep, so I'm just wiping towards the bottom where it's dripping so I can keep it being a gradient. Sorry. It's a little bit harder to keep it on screen with this gradient since I'm using this wire here, so I'm not messing it up.
I really like that technique though, because then you're less worried about it, right? Because you
Yeah.
can just wipe it off if you get too much.
Okay, now I'm going to set this for now into my Dixie cup.
Debbie says she's loving the dib deals.
Oh, good. And we try to keep them under $30, so you'll notice there's a lot of 26, 29.
Oh, do you want, so Heather Hatch is asking what the daily dibs are.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
we could explain where you find them and when they're scheduled.
Okay, so while Ainsley's cleaning
I mean,
up
they'll
or
probably
getting
pop on
everything
today's,
ready.
right?
Yeah. So the daily dib, we came up with it because we had so many things that were under 12 quantity. And we were like, oh my gosh, these are so amazing. And so we decided to do a daily dib. So like you got dibs and the fastest first amount of people, sometimes there's only going to be 5 available. But we post them live. We usually announce them, but we're on a live today, so we didn't announce it. But we post them every day at 12 Central, noon, every single day. So if you get on at your lunchtime or whatever, you'll find rare and unique things like yesterday's daily dib was this. this and a bead mix, and that was $29. And this necklace,
And that
itself.
was pre-wrapped, right?
Oh yeah, they're all wrapped like
so
this.
you guys don't have to do that part,
No.
which is crazy for getting that price and
Yeah.
that chunk
Is
and the
today's
wrap.
out here
With a
somewhere?
little bead mix. And then today's is photographed and
You could
up.
probably just show it on, pop it on the screen there for a second.
What is it?
Oh wait, maybe it's not. Maybe
It's not
not-
up in
never
the.
mind,
It's not
on
tagged.
Carter.
So the thing is you
You have
just
to go to the shop to
you
get it.
have to go to the shop to get the Daily Dib.
Yeah.
That's the only place you can buy it because we don't put it on Carter. But today's, I think, I don't know how many there were today. How many are left?
There's 8 left right
There's
now.
8 left. We started with
What?
maybe.
Are you kidding me? $28 for a
Yes.
necklace, bracelet, and earring kit.
Sterling silver.
They're giving you
guys.
deals.
It's sterling
Woo.
silver plated, and it's painted with this kit today, the paint kit, and it is gorgeous.
How many are left?
There's
8.
So,
This one we had more of. I put
Oh
more
my gosh.
up because I wanted to do it for Mother's Day, so a lot of people could get them. But normally they're not going to have that quantity. We sold over half already. So.
That's what I meant when I meant how many are there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's 8 left, and they're only $28, and it's a full necklace, earring, bracelet kit.
right, and don't worry, we'll always combine your orders, and it's always
yeah,
free shipping.
yeah,
So you can place as many orders as you like through the live shop and through the live, and we will put them all together for you.
Yeah, sometimes we assume that you all know that it's free shipping, every item, every day, every time. And we minimize the amounts of packages you get by combining. Sawyer's got a fun little app called Mergify, and he merges your orders, so it's not painstaking for us. So guys, order however you want. We got you covered. We will pull you in from the universe of ordering.
I'm using. One sec, so make sure this is good. Okay. I'm using evergreen and moss on this. I'm just doing drip technique.
Oh, you're doing evergreen and moss together? I love it. What are you doing it on?
The flower.
Dang, are you just
know
gonna?
what? That could look like leaves behind the other brighter flower.
Yeah. Are you
Too. Like,
gonna?
It doesn't have to be a flower. It could
Are you
be.
gonna pick it up and let it drip out?
Yeah, I'm gonna move it around.
Oh my gosh, that's so much green.
It's gonna be very green.
That's like a pool of green. Wait, we should put something underneath for you to paint on. I need to have some
Paper towel.
watercolor paper. You guys should put watercolor paper on your paint projects.
Oh, do you want a couple of these squares for wicking?
Yeah,
Well,
she's
it's
got
fine
'em.
because it does get on the underneath of this too, which helps add to it,
Oh yeah, the
the
back.
dimension.
Whoa, you're making that super opaque. That's a crazy look, isn't it?
So I'm just kind of, well, you can see I'm moving it around to soak up whatever's coming through this hole here. So it's adding like the green to the back side of it, the darker green. And I'm just gonna draw up some of this stuff, soak it up some of it towards the center.
Which iridescent is in the kit? It's violet,
Violet,
right?
mhm.
Yeah.
You can hear Mo talking about her popsicles.
Popsicle. She's whispering.
It's funny. Okay. And then now I'm going to also hang this on the wire.
You just transformed that to like, here, do you mind if I come in a little closer so people can see like what's happening with it?
One sec, I'm just trying to get it on here.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys in 1 second. I just need to thread this through here.
Do you want me to cut some wire off for you? Cut it in half so you have a
There's more wire here too. If we
Oh.
So I brought the whole spool out.
coolo. All right, Andrew, here you go.
Thank you.
There's your next wire. You can reuse this wire for drying. Use it, reuse it, use any kind of junk wire.
It's kind of hard for me to flip it around though to show them. It's not that direction.
I like the drippy. Something you can do that here, I know I meant not to say anything, but you can tap it and it will pull it right opposite wicking. Like on the ground wicking.
There, now you guys can kind of see what's going on here. I'm just wicking up some of the stuff on the back side so it doesn't get gloopy, goopy.
And I'm busy over here making everybody's filigree wraps for their dibs so they go out today. It's all shipping today.
All right.
Are you gonna want more than one cup to dry that? To dry your pieces? I'll grab you a couple
That
more.
would be helpful.
That way you're not.
Right? Then you don't have to put them side by side because it's a Dixie cup. Super cheap.
Dollar store Dixie cup.
Not just a Dixie cup, but a dollar store Dixie cup. You maybe show them how you're gonna.
They already saw it earlier. We're
Okay.
just setting it over onto the Dixie cup so that it dries properly. Okay. Now we have the little flower that's going on the inside of that. If I can even pick it up. There we go. Just gonna clean up my space a little bit. With our favorite Lysol wipes.
Oh, they're so handy.
And they
It's
smell
instant.
good.
Not because of lemon.
All right. Maybe later on the drip, there's not as much of this one, and I want to, I want to use some of this neon yellow, some of the amethyst.
Oh my gosh, that
and
combination.
this chalcedony.
I'm so glad you did that because that is my favorite combination for the light airy look for this. Wait till you see the colors going together.
The flower up until the
I will in 1 second.
Awesome.
Just cleaning this. Moving this stuff up and over. All right. This time I'm gonna make sure my paint is on screen.
Wasn't it last time? I wasn't watching.
Well, my dripping was
Oh,
on screen, but not everything else was. When I pulled from the thing and mixed.
sorry, are you worried about your car
Sawyer's car broke down this morning.
on the way here? Some really nice guys helped us pull it. It was just only a block away. But some really nice guys helped us.
Whatever, I need to get a new one anyway.
I know, it's just gonna make him get the car he's looking
Force
for.
is the issue,
Yep.
right?
Universe is saying you need a new car to
For
protect
Apollo.
Apollo.
True.
It's great though. Your car's been great.
It's been fine. I don't know like what's been wrong.
It's time, right? It's old.
Yeah, it's just at the point where you have to have more maintenance to it. And if you're not a gearhead who likes to do that kind of thing, then time to move on.
Or have a garage to do it in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm taking my brush again, since this is so tiny. And I also want to do a little bit of mixing as well. A little bit of that, a little bit of this.
So it's giving me orchid vibes.
Just into this. Ooh, Look at that color, guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. That color is so crazy. That's what I loved.
I'm gonna paint the edges. Okay, now I have the edges painted. I'm gonna clean my brush. Wipe it off, dry it off.
Wait, so
And I'm gonna pull a decent amount of this. I don't wanna drip straight onto it with the bottle just cause it's,
you just made the prettiest
lot.
pink out of those 3 colors.
That's what I was saying.
That's
That's
crazy.
my.
It's almost like
I love that mix that she chose because I noticed how pretty it was dripping onto some of the pieces I was making with this kit.
and I'm just, you know, dabbing in the center of this with just a plain amethyst right now. And I probably will do the drip with iridescent violet at the end. And then on the very, very, very end, I'm gonna add some more of that. Which one is this? Dayglow yellow.
The day glow yellow just adds such a pop of vibrance.
Yes, I love the vibrancy of all this stuff.
I feel at such a loss because I can't see everybody's comments because I'm rapping here. What's everybody saying?
well, earlier everybody was talking about like their tips on iron, like eating lots of asparagus from our volcanic farms.
Oh, I had so much of that last night.
That's why Italy's food tastes so good. Because-
Asparagus?
No.
Because of their soil.
No, their soil with the volcanic ash in it is
Oh.
super nutritious for vegetables, and so it kind of like infuses it with better flavor because the soil is super good for farming.
That makes so much sense because the asparagus I had last night was so tasty, and guess what I did? I drizzled, it sounds so weird, and you're probably like, what a weird combination. But I put queso cheese, queso jalapeno
Oh, no, that would be
cheese
good.
all over I just like dunked it
sounds
in there.
delicious.
That sounds really good.
Took every bit of nutrition right out of there.
Oh, Avonda says, yes, you know I love the pinks. Well, now you have a new formula for a
Pink.
gorgeous color.
Okay, I'm gonna let that sit and dry for
wow.
a second. Then I'm gonna go back in with our iridescent violet with a very, very light layer just to give it a little extra shimmer.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
She loves it without even seeing it, guys. That's how much confidence she has
No,
in
I
me.
thought. I looked over like that. I'm like,
She's using her mom vision. Which is
No, I was making a joke. I know you could see it.
I just like peeked over as I was wrapping these.
A little station clean. Can you guys tell that I'm OCD, unlike the rest of everybody,
Well,
about my station?
I am, except when I'm on lives, because like on the lives, I just leave all the pools there.
I just have a small area of the screen that I like want to work within, and if I don't, guys, you want to see what I did to my arm?
What did you do?
I burned myself, guys.
How the heck did you do
Cooking.
that? Cooking? Wait.
I was cooking and I was cooking chicken. It was taking forever, so I had to open the oven like a bajillion times.
Oh,
One of the
no,
times
you did
I
the top
opened
of the
it,
oven.
you know, like on the very edge of the square, and I smacked my arm into it when grabbing the chicken out.
I hate that so much.
It did not feel good.
You know, they make like oven mitts that go all the way up to your, over your elbows.
That's the first time that's ever
Hopefully
happened
get
to
the full
me.
body up of it.
For real. The other time I burned myself, I was also making chicken, so apparently this is a...
What? Chicken.
trend.
a trend. Chicken is my enemy for burns. I was making like healthy like chicken tenders, so it wasn't with normal flour. It was like with like cauliflower flour and stuff like that, so like a healthier option. And splashing oil, and I dropped it and it splashed onto my hand.
Oh no.
It's basically gone now. You can kind of see where it was, but it's not even noticeable.
I always get videos where it's like children making food and they have like the like clear like pot lid like protecting themselves from the oil and they're like have the oven mitt in the thing.
Oh,
and
that's
then it's,
super cute.
And then it's like I don't know, like the oldest making it, they're just doing it like regularly, and then it's like the mom and it's like just using like your fingers. Like,
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know those chefs, they like build up a certain tolerance to heat in their
That's
hands,
like-
which is
that-
so
That's
cool.
like me when I'm cooking. Like I'll just cook with my hands. Like,
I'll do that
put stuff with my
sometimes,
hands
too.
all the time.
You might as well
Yeah.
do a drippy on that one.
So
A
good.
Yeah.
drippy technique while you're.
Do we have any
While we're
lavender
chatting.
oil? Avonda says that's good for burns.
Heck yeah, I like
We all love lavender
I-
oil. That's the one I do
lavender-
have.
is everything. I do.
I have it at home, but
I had somebody tell me that I smelled like a grandma, not because like in a bad way, but because I smell
Use
like
lavender.
lavender a lot.
I think I myself keep doTERRA running. Like just on lavender.
lavender and lemon and wild orange.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
That was amethyst. I'm gonna be using some primitive green here in a second.
Ooh, oh, I love those two together. Actually, I think that's what's on that butterfly that I pre-painted is
The
It is.
amethyst and mauve.
and primitive green.
Yeah, and the other
Yeah,
side.
those were
mountain string.
so pretty.
And I'm thinking cedar would actually look really good with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, cedar and amethyst make a really pretty, like, dusty rose color.
You just honestly can't go wrong with any of these combinations. The only thing is if you put the two most dominant colors together, which are cedar and moss, it can get it can get more like this one, where's
like
the heart.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cedar and moss on that, and no matter what I tried to go over that with, they all came to the front. So if you
It's still really pretty
that's
though.
a risky combination of cedar and moss if you want it light and airy. Earthy, go for it.
Nancy says she keeps Young Living in business.
Yep,
So you guys each are keeping them afloat.
for sure. They're both great.
I love how those are
companies.
flowing together.
With stuff like that, it's hard to like view them as competitors because like
They're both doing good things.
Well, the
right?
founder-
Yeah.
yeah,
The founder of doTERRA was a partner in Young Living,
yeah.
so I'm sure she gleaned tons of stuff out of it,
Yeah, and but what I'm saying is
ethics and stuff.
like, is like I don't know. It's like hard to explain. It's like
No, doTERRA's better. No, Young Living's better.
But it's
No,
like-
doTERRA's better. Yeah,
it's
they're
like-
both good.
it's like Pepsi products and Coke products. Like
Yeah,
like,
they're just
everybody
They're
loves
both
the Coke,
good.
but like you're not gonna be able to get Mountain Dew at a place that sells Coke. You know,
yes.
like if you like maybe you like Young Living's lavender better, but you like doTERRA's like cedar
Yeah.
better or whatever.
True. That
Or
would work
Copaiba, that's
great
my
if they
that's
weren't
my
in a
favorite.
big pyramid thingy.
Copaiba's my favorite scent.
I know Copaiba is so nice.
To me, it smelled like olives a little bit.
Ooh.
I could see that. It's a leaf.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, I don't know. I liked it, but I don't use it. I don't use any oils anymore.
You don't use any of those?
I go in waves of
Yeah.
using it. Like if it's cold and flu season, I'm more likely to take care of myself like that. Like
Yeah.
using
Oh,
it on
Avonda's a
fire.
distributor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you guys use your oils? Like I put my oils in lotions. Like I use turmeric and a bunch of other things, clary sage and a bunch of rosemary, turmeric, clary sage, melaleuca, and a couple of others in my face lotion. And it's phenomenal. It makes me so young. Just kidding. But I love it. It's refreshing.
Mom uses parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. My favorite one.
I think everyone here though has very young energy.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I think it's
I think so much of how old you're perceived is in your energy too.
Young energy? Nah, I'm old energy.
Whatever,
okay, Sawyer.
No.
You
Sawyer's fun
in your
energy.
natural
Okay.
state are a young energy, but you put on the I went to
That's
college
philosophical.
persona, so I'm philosophical and so smart.
I don't know.
And so that's like a part of you, but like
Yeah.
you in your essence have very young energy for the people who know you well.
Oh, that's pretty.
And that's
Young
not a
and
bad thing,
playful.
it
Only
just
'cause I
means-
Are you gonna stick something
Playful.
in there?
I will stick something in there.
Do you want a heat gun? Well, you
That.
could do this one at the same time, and there should be two of those. We're not gonna do this, right? No. And the woman, what are you gonna do her as? Oh, is this guy dry?
Maybe.
Ooh, I'm gonna see how pretty that looks. And you're gonna lay.
This is gonna go inside of it.
So
But I do want to throw some
I
iridescent
love that
first.
so much better because look what I did. Mine was just like pouring everything on, but you made it look like super purposeful.
I'm doing this really quick. Drippity droppity and
I never really thought about using that background one as like it's the leaf background.
Me
to the
neither.
flower. Duh.
That was brilliant.
So smart.
I would use that 1,000,000 times over now.
Oh,
Ainsley.
Mackie, I'm jealous. She said she's watching from the tent in the
Oh
backyard.
yeah.
Oh,
You should
That
take
is so fun. It actually,
at the end. we
you know,
should take
I've been
the-
thinking about
yeah.
that. I've been thinking about like small destination lives where we bring like
where's that wire at? The,
like a little tray of tools.
I love
Right?
that.
Like we go
By a
like, by the
river.
stream and like make some jewelry together and do that kind of thing, or like maybe teach a class that. Maybe that would be easier for like a master class.
Master
to do.
class.
Test
Let's
it there where
do
you just
it.
go and
I'm just hanging this flower over a cup again. We'll bring it back on screen once I got that iridescent dried.
Wait, you guys want to see how cute this is?
We can pull that one out. It's probably dry now.
awesome. Avanda is aromatherapy and aroma touch certified
Oh
too.
yeah. Okay. So you diffuse a lot.
I have gotten away from doing it and I need to do that again.
I know it's so healthy.
Like
Here's
I
our
love the wild
gradient
orange for that.
heart. How it came out. Actually did work a bit.
Let me see. Oh, so pretty. You could even do like gradient colors.
Yeah, it doesn't
too, like,
just.
you could take a little bit of this cedar.
You could
and
totally
bring
grade
it and
it
just
in the
dry
bottom.
brush it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just add like
Do
little,
it. Let's
little
do it.
tiny bits of color.
Here, let me give you a little. I'm gonna give you a dry brush. I'm drying your brush for you.
Actually, just get a new brush. We have. It's a big enough piece. We don't need to.
Either one of those.
Because it won't use.
You want to use that big one? Okay. Well, let's just use the little one because it's the lower half.
Maybe we could just use the heat tool gun to dry it off. Because otherwise.
This it'll be so dry in 2 seconds. Watch.
Okay.
All I'm doing is just taking the paper towel.
Speaking of,
There you go. Super dry.
diffusing, I've gotten a preview of the warehouse sale, and there's going to be, I think, a free pair of diffuser earrings for every $200 purchase. So, since we're talking about oils, it's kind of on my brain.
Oh, good thinking, Jean.
1 second, guys. I'm trying to dry this up so that we're not.
We're gonna do diffuser earrings for the
The warehouse sale purchase gift.
Oh, the warehouse sale gift.
Yes.
Really?
You want me to do it
That's-
at the bottom or a wipe?
I think just dry brush in the middle. Like this. Look. In, up and yes, vertically in the middle. There you go. And then you could take a little opaline in the bottom.
Oh my goodness, that looks so glowy now.
Mhm.
What did you put on the bottom?
Nothing.
Sydney?
No,
No.
just the same thing. She just wiped it off
Oh.
and left it gradient. What do you guys like this kind of chatty chill paint thing, or would you rather us ram through the paint techniques? Like, what do you think?
Opalite? Where's what do you mean opalite?
Custody.
Did I say opalite?
Yeah.
Chalcedony.
Okay. I was so
Opalite is
confused
a
for a
different
second.
one.
And I feel like Fridays are
Casual.
experiment with the paint day.
Yeah, it's because I never know what I'm doing.
And more techniques.
I could know what I'm doing, but I just don't.
Like
We do that by
expand with the
design.
experimentation.
I want you guys to be able to see the raw, authentic, like,
Experience.
yeah.
Joanne says, I love the chatting.
Oh, good. My only regret is that we can't have you all chatting with us, like in person. Wouldn't that be so fun?
That would be so fun.
I have so many FOMO days when we're here, and I'm like, ugh, I just want to be with everybody and hang out and what do you call it? Have some good symbiotic conversation, think tank sessions.
And Amanda says, love easy go days.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our whole life is filled with having to be places and having to do things and jamming through everything. Sometimes it's just nice to just be with your friends, you know?
Slow down for a minute.
Slow down, be with your friends, be in a safe space. We all know this is a super safe space.
I think there's a meditation actually that I've done before.
Mm-hmm.
Guided meditation that's like you're exactly where you need to be. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You have all the time in the world.
Ooh, I like
Right?
that
Because
one.
I
Where
tend
is
to
that?
get like worried, rushed. It's on Insight Timer. I'd have to go look it up again.
Wow.
But it was really helpful when I was feeling like frenzied, like I couldn't get everything done.
Yeah.
And I will periodically, if I'm having a higher stress time in my life, go back to guided meditation and just listen to it. And it just helps reset your brain, reset like how you're feeling about life, remembering to practice gratitude. All of those things are really helpful in just having a positive outlook.
I really love that. You know, Renee Boehm suggested this deep sleep thing, and I used it for like a month, and it helped me through a super stressful time. And now I just don't have any electronics going. That seems to be working, you know, and I think it's like things that work for you, they go in phases, you know, they'll work for a while and then you move to something else. But I loved it while I used that deep sleep meditation.
Pauline says, totally agree, Wendy. Feels great to watch, learn, and just hang with friends.
Oh, good. So good. And you guys can always interject stuff. We love it when you ask questions, make comments, because then we have this really great talking. If you guys wondering what I'm doing, I've only gotten through 5 because I'm watching what Ainsley's doing. But I'm sitting here wrapping these for you. Wait, there.
So I was telling Ainsley that randomly, and I think it's just because of an ad set that I did on Facebook that cycles through our old products, that randomly we had 2 different customers that are brand new buy 2 of our painted cicada pendants that we did a long time ago. Right, but it got me thinking, oh, we used to do some like hand painted singular pendant things.
That would be fun.
Which we haven't done in a while. Maybe those could be a dib or something
A daily
fun like
dib
that.
for a little set of
Yeah.
like the cottage one that we did before. Yeah, we're gonna be working on some daily dibs today, guys. So what do you want? What would you like to see there? You have any suggestions? Did you like the wrap pendant? I can do another one of those this week. Did you like the mixes? We had that really beautiful necklace the first day. For the first one, which was the citrine Swarovski.
I saw the paint cup out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, ooh, lemonade. And I was like thinking about drinking it for a second.
Oh, do you
That
know?
could've been that.
I have actually brought a paint water cup all the way up to my mouth when Yerbo was next to it. Not kidding. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is not the same
You're
color.
like, actually.
Pauline is asking you, as you add the colors, can you tell them exactly what color you're
Oh.
using?
Okay.
All I used for the last one when altering the heart was cedar and then iridescent violet over the top.
So what if you could hold up the heart and tell them all the colors you used on it?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So,
Oh, Peggy says, I like the surprise of not knowing what to expect from the Daily Dibs.
Ooh, that's
all right.
fun
So
too.
for this one, the first layer was the gradient of the amethyst mixed with iridescent violet. Then when we came back, we added cedar in the middle, and then I blended the cedar out with chalcedony on the bottom. And then after I blended those out and they dried for a couple seconds, I dropped the iridescent violet straight on and added a nice, like, thicker-ish layer over the top of the back and the front to add more of a sheen to what we lost from adding the cedar.
Yeah, and I really like how you made it so different than mine. You know, because mine was like real clunky, drippy.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is it could be reversible if you did it right.
Yes.
But I mean, what a difference. I mean, look at that.
So we have a lot of people giving us some fun ideas
Oh, good.
for dibs. We have animal charms, filigree wraps, what else? There was at least another one that people said.
Peggy said the surprise, which is
Yes.
always going to be a surprise, except Mackie ruined it on Wednesday. Remember? When she was like, I'm going to show them what
Well,
the
that one was
dib is.
just too exciting, right?
Yeah, she only did that for paybacks because I always ruin her surprises.
True.
I love that
And actually,
girl.
I think I'm gonna leave the center this color. I was gonna paint this flower at first, but I'm just liking the way the gold looks contrast to
I
the
agree.
other
So-
stuff.
I agree on that. What are you going to do with the butterfly or the dragonfly?
I don't know yet. I was just thinking about that. Move these up.
You could do the dragonfly and the women at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The goddesses.
I'm gonna use colors I haven't used yet. So we'll be using, looks like Scarab Wing
Ooh.
and Mountain Stream.
Oh, duh. When I said the dominant colors in this set were cedar and moss, I forgot about scarab wing.
Yeah, that color
That is the most
dominant
dominant of all.
ever.
You'd have the most dominant is scarab wing, and the least dominant is the iridescent violet. Yeah.
I was just telling Carrie, because she is a member of the Backstage
Carrie
Pass,
Wolf?
and she was Carrie Moore,
Oh, Carrie Moore.
and she was saying,
Hi, Carrie.
I would love to attend an online vintage painting course class workshop, and I was saying that maybe for one of the new upcoming master classes, we go really just super paint. We haven't done that in a while, like really deep dive paint for an upcoming one.
Well, yeah, and would you rather have like an aesthetic paint like for bezels, or would you like to see natural aging techniques? Because Jean has the blue bronze, you've got
Oh, there's so many, right?
we've got weathered copper,
Yep.
rusted metal, we have all the different techniques. We even did this really cool one that if you are part of the master class, you can go back and find it, but it's corroded metal.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. I taught that one. That was super fun.
So yeah, there's.
But are you thinking more like watercolors to be used in bezels? I did that one time. I did background painting.
We could do what we can do in the master class that we can't do here is go really super deep dive, slowed down techniques, which is fun.
What if we did special guest and invited
Linda says
someone
I
else
want
on
it
screen?
all.
Hi, Amanda. I see that you're on YouTube. We don't notice the YouTube comments as much. You should probably
can't
pull up
put-
YouTube as well.
I know, I should, but I can't like duplicate myself. So.
What if we
I can see the YouTube comments.
Yes, you can see them, so we're good.
What if we invited, I talked about inviting Tracy or Lisa on. I know Peggy would love it too. Ha ha ha. Just kidding, Peggy. I know you'd hate that. But to teach, to do like some guest teaching.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think on the DIY page, we've had people pop on to do that too, and that's really a cool format for that.
Yeah, and I think when Logan's here, what I'm going to do is I really want to teach. I've been trying to find a time to teach you guys about selling on Etsy. And I
That's a
know
great
some of you
masterclass.
might sell on Etsy, but I want to teach you about that. And I think what I'll do is I'll wait till Logan gets here so he can do a share screen thing so I can show them.
Yes.
Like,
So, yeah, that's an awesome idea, and people are responding to the question, and they said both types, please. I would love techniques, deep dive. I want bezels, actually all of what you're saying.
oh, okay.
Love your thoughts. All that.
I freak out. One of my favorite things to do, and I have a lot of favorite things to do, but one of them is doing the technique that Ainsley is doing right now, but just dripping onto watercolor paper on splashes of water and then cutting out the watercolor for in bezels and then resining it.
Oh, Lori says you also promised to do a photography class at some
Oh, I
point.
did.
So,
Do you guys want me? But you know what's so funny? How many of you have iPhones? Because
lot.
all I use now is my iPhone, and then I can just teach you about diffuse light and neutral backgrounds.
we always love it when you guys remind us of things that ideas
We
that we've had in the
promised.
past, right? Because
Or
we're
things-
like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, and I
Yeah.
had to plan a new class.
Yeah.
So is Logan gonna teach from when he's out here?
He is, but I don't know
Yeah.
what he's teaching yet. It's always something
So
fun
who's-
with Logan.
Who's next week then?
Logan, or is next week?
That he will be here next week, which is
Wait, no. I'm gonna trade with him because he's gonna teach here.
Okay, yeah,
So-
that's what I was saying. That's what I was.
What is
wondering.
next week? What's the date? He's gonna be here on the 11th.
The 10th, maybe?
Okay.
Oh wait, no, because it's Thursday. It's like he'll probably be getting in that day.
Okay,
That would
it's
be
the
too
11th.
soon.
So I will be teaching next week. So I can do some kind of hybrid.
Whoa, wait, mixing this yellow with the scarab wing is creating the coolest,
Lime. Is it a
Colin
super
said-
vibrant,
Oh,
limey
right.
green.
Well, buy the kit and you can make it just like Ainsley's doing.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
scarab
what the
wing
heck.
and holy smokes.
Oh yes, that's why I
This
put it in there.
is the
those two colors
freaking
together.
dope.
And you just remembered when she did it.
Yes.
Which is really cool because it's natural that she came across that.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to make sure we demonstrated that, so I'm so glad you did it. Those two colors make the most dynamic green you've ever seen.
I see that now.
Holy smokes.
It is
That
like
is freaking amazing.
It's like bioluminescent.
Whoa, that's so pretty. So what's really fun is I like doing the paint set, and then when Ainsley and Mackie do it on screen, they change it so much, and it just makes me like love the set even more.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because
I
love
love
it
what
in the
you do
beginning.
too, though.
Yeah, but on this one, I'm really freaking out over your flower necklace. I love that. And our bows are similar. It's just that yours is more cohesive
I
with
would
the bow.
probably
I
put,
like yours
on
for
that bow. I
traditional.
would probably put like a little bit of resin with iridescent in the wells.
The flower.
oh
Yeah.
Oh,
or in the
yeah.
wells
flower.
and
Oh.
in the flower.
It
A
could look like
resiny,
it had a
iridescent,
dewdrop
like kind of
inside there.
sheen would look really pretty.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? Do you want to do
About
that?
40.
Do you want to do that? You want me to get
I'm
the
a little
resin?
nervous
The
about it.
resin's right here, and I can get the light's right there. Let's go for it.
Pure
Let's do
pressure.
Peer pressure.
I would
Pressure's
put-
on, guys.
I would just do like one tiny.
Here you
drop.
Can
go.
I get a new thing of water since this
Yeah.
is starting to get...
And here's
I'll do it.
this.
stuck in it.
You could put like one tiny drop of iridescent in each of the little
The wells.
wells, and then you just do one drop of resin in
Yeah.
it, and then
That's
you've
it.
got your stone.
You could do 2 drops. I usually make it equal and then I dome it. I like make it flush with the first resin drop, and then I dome it with the second so it doesn't overflow.
Oh yeah, or I'll add
I'm a
using
terrible overflow
like
person.
using a head pin, or I don't like drip it straight in there when it's those.
I actually have to hit this with a heat tool
Yes.
first. Can we get the heat gun over here?
Oh,
right
I did
there.
not. Oh yeah, I used it this morning.
I even cleaned and dried your brush for you. There you go.
So
Thank you.
sweet. All right, I'm going to sneak behind you and I'm gonna wave at everybody as
Oh.
I'm plugging this in. There we go.
So that color combination that we were talking about earlier was Scarab Wing and Dayglow Yellow. Linda says she just received her packages.
Linda, we just read your comment that you just received the packages. That's exciting.
Just popping a bubble right there. And Linda, Scarab and the Dayglow Yellow was that mixture for that neon-y green.
Do you know what you're gonna do for the maidens yet?
I don't yet.
I'm so excited to see your tent.
know.
Should we show the
Have it, like,
ladies?
all set up in the backyard.
It's not complete, like the tent is out, that only took like 10 minutes, and I can do it by myself. And, but I'm making the bed and everything right now.
Oh my gosh.
I was telling Ainsley recently that I would love to go, like camping like they camped in Out of Africa,
Glamping.
right? Where it's like the tent and they have like the record player and like
Oh,
the fancy tables.
yes.
Just legit.
And they made it sound like it was the most horrible thing too. They're like, this is so hard.
I mean, I suppose with the heat and the bugs, it probably would be difficult. So they had to make the best of it, right?
You know, to this day, that is my favorite all-time movie of
Ugh.
Meryl Streep's,
Which one?
Yeah.
Out of Africa.
I don't
It's
remember
not my
seeing that.
it's not my favorite of Robert Redford because that would be Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid or Jeremiah Johnson. He was so good in both of those. But he was also great in Out of Africa, but she stole the show.
Yeah.
She
I love
was
Meryl Streep.
I could just like escape in Out of Africa. Just the way she talks, like
She's
her
so pretty.
accent. She's so freaking gorgeous.
Yeah.
In an
I love seeing
unconventional way,
people who are just
unique.
like gorgeous in that like the unconventional way. Unconventional way cuz she has a low symmetry face, but she's so pretty.
She was told that she was too ugly for some roles.
But those people don't know what
Not
they're
pretty
talking about.
enough. You're like, whoa, you missed out because she's one of the best actresses that has ever graced
the
our
screen.
screens.
I'm just pulling in some.
I think the only disturbing part right now is they haven't written any screenplays good enough.
Oh yeah.
for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to say challenge her. She'll rise to the occasion.
Oh, Lynn says that they have teepee camping in Garden Valley. Or we have. So there is teepee camping in Garden Valley.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Sherry says The Way We Were. It's her
Okay.
favorite.
With
Yeah,
The Way We
Rob.
Were, Barbara Streisand. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was really amazing too. He's had some great roles.
I would say, like, going back, I went back and watched the original Great Gatsby. And I feel like the acting in the newer one, I feel like, is even better. than the older one.
Leo DiCaprio, yeah, he
Yeah,
nailed
it was
that.
just really, like, really depth of acting.
The only thing that I like about older movies, because everything in Hollywood right now is so glamorized, right? Is when you look at the background actors and even some of the other actors who are just less prominent characters, they just look like normal everyday people. Not everybody is reaching this standard of beauty that is really ridiculous and hard to
achieve.
not that like the
just
the actors in the background were
You lose
ugly or
something.
anything, but it's not like that like impossible standard that everybody's having to conform to and making their face look the same.
Well, I hate them making
seems
the
like-
face look the same.
Almost like a veneer of, like,
It
That's
just
not
makes me
reality.
feel like there's a massive amount of lack of self-esteem in Hollywood today because everybody is looking the same, starting to look the same. With all the augmentation abilities.
Yes.
And it's sad because you're like, you're gorgeous. So what if your nose is crooked?
Yeah.
Like, look at Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
He's honestly the best. Thank goodness he's never done a nose job. Wow. How much money? Yeah, how many times did he say wow?
He's made millions of dollars off of that.
Wow. I think it's just the wow word because look at Sham Wow.
Oh, Nancy says The Way We Were came out the year I got married. Evergreen is our song, 1977.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Okay, I'm gonna work on these matings while those larger pools of resin are drying.
I love romantic
I'm excited to
stories.
see what you do with the maidens. She is actually one of my favorite pieces to work with because it just,
Fast, easy, and delicate.
yeah,
beauty.
you can just add her to about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at first you don't even know she's a maiden. It just looks like a flower.
Well, that's like that heart piece that you did with the Honeybee Mine.
Oh yeah,
one.
you couldn't
I
even
didn't
see
know
the women
that there
in
were
it.
the women in it until you pointed it out, and I was like, oh, that's so much cooler now.
I've never even seen that in vintage stampings until then.
Linda says one of your sons looks like the guy from Fire Country. What's Fire Country?
Which son?
Probably Sawyer. Because he looks.
Wait, the long-haired
Sawyer
son
looks
or the
like that
short-haired son?
The one guy from Yellowstone, the one with the long hair. I think
Is
he's
Fire
from Fire
Country
Country too.
a new?
It's a fire show. Like they're in
It's not
they
super new.
Nancy, what are
wildfires.
you doing? Look at that. Wendy, look at it.
Those colors. You should just let that settle now.
Yep.
Just
I was just
let
pulling
it-
it to the end, and that
Whoa.
was it to make sure all of it's on there.
Wait, so I have two sons that now I want to see because I love seeing who people think my kids look like. So
You have
one
three
son
sons.
has short.
Peggy says
No,
gotta be
I'm saying
soy.
of two sons that work for us.
Yeah.
Peggy said what?
Peggy says gotta be soy.
Gotta be soy.
Guys,
Know
who do
the
you think
character
I
is.
look like? I wonder if I look at the same things. Cause I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
get it a lot when I was like younger, but
You
I don't.
used
People
to
don't
look-
say that
No.
anymore.
Yeah.
You look like the girl on. Okay, two.
Don't say anything.
Okay,
Nope,
okay.
Don't say anything. Don't give
Okay,
them any
okay,
ideas
okay, yeah.
until a few people have
There's
said
two
things.
movie stars you look like. I'm not gonna say their names.
Yeah, we won't say them, but you guys tell us who you think, and we'll see if they match up.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Ainsley, okay, wait, what colors did you do on here?
All that is primitive green, iridescent violet, and dayglow yellow.
Wait,
I am dying over that combination.
that's what that is?
Mhm.
I would never have thought that there was violet in there because I'm almost done with these pendants. Oh, you guys, this was a labor of love. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes.
Oh, you should show them the whole pile of them.
I'm going to.
Well, yeah,
this
that's
is
gonna be
drying,
such good energy.
and I won't drop them on your.
Don't you love that when you get like the black on your fingers?
Yes. That's from shining on.
I know it is.
I'm not going to touch your thing. Look at that, you guys. There they come. They're all ready for you. I had so much fun making them while we were talking. Normally we make the daily dibs ahead of time, but what I did was I just put everything all together and in a bin to make so that I could chat and make at the same time. Because you guys give such good energy that I'm like, ooh, this is nice. I got good energy while I'm crafting. Who's excited to get theirs? The Bloom Lily set. How many are left of the Bloom Lily on the...
Let me go.
Oh, there's only 3 left of the Melodic Whisper. Your layout was so
There's
much
7.
better.
Dang, that's a good compliment because Billie Eilish is like one of the prettiest people I've ever seen.
Oh, you look like Billie Eilish.
I can see it.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's so gorgeous.
I think she looks like if Scott was a girl.
Wendell says a prettier version
Yeah.
of Billie Eilish.
With like the big lips. the
And
small
Billie
lips.
Eilish is gorgeous. It's your eyes. They're so big.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I say who I think when you were growing up you looked like?
Of course.
And you guys can tell me there's 2 people.
Yeah, there's 2 people and then 1 painting. I always get.
Oh yeah, the girl with the pearl earring.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like old ladies will stop me in the street and
You
they'll be
look
like,
like the-
"You look just like the painting." Every single time.
So not anymore. You kind of really departed from her was Dakota Fanning.
When you were little.
When
Yes.
you were
so
little.
much.
And then also the girl who played Mamma Mia in Mamma Mia.
Amanda
And-
Seyfried.
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried, yeah.
Yeah, when she was a little, when she had a little bit
Romeo
more on
meets
her face.
Juliet.
Yeah,
And not
The
she's
rounded
no,
face.
letters to Juliet.
she's gotten like really like
Angular.
angular now.
Oh, has she really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I've gotten slightly more angular, not really not much.
Well, you're getting the
You're
nose.
young.
You're getting the Phillips nose slimming.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
I always think that's funny when
wow,
people will
Lisa.
like blame, like, will say like, "Oh, they got a nose job because their nose was smaller now." Like, no, people's
do you
noses
say?
naturally slim out after
They do.
aging. Also, if you lose weight, some people's noses do slim out from weight
That happens
loss.
to your dad.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to hit that with a very low
Heat gun.
heat gun and see how
Yeah,
it
we can
settles
do
in?
that.
Oh yeah.
And did you put the you can do the do that. And then that should just
Do we
force
just
it
have
to settle.
one thing left, which is that bead?
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't even have to do the bead.
I kind of want to
It's
see.
just dripping.
Like, can you just show them how you did yours? Because they're so pretty.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, Wendy's gonna hop on the screen. She loves it too. She loves the spotlight.
Yeah, my fave.
No, you do like it just in the sense where you get to hang out with everybody.
What the heck? Why are they just sitting there? Why isn't it going down in the...
I don't
crevices?
know.
Maybe just leave it. Maybe just leave it, because... What did you use again on that? Violet. And
Primitive green and Daigle yellow. Maybe we'll have to hit it with some resin over the top.
those are going to be sitting for a while.
Yes,
Okay,
they will
while we're doing that, I will pop on for a second.
Switchy switchers.
Switcheroos, so you can take a little break. Did you do resin in this guy yet?
In which one?
Hi everybody.
Not in the. That one's still drying.
Okay, so we can slam that with the
Because I
a
had
heat
to add
tool.
more iridescent so that the other colors wouldn't pop through. Otherwise, I would have done like a lighter layer if I hadn't.
Love it. This paint is doing like I'm trying to see what the heck is going on here with those. It's like created this bubble in there. I'm just gonna coax it.
Oh, it's probably because of the heat too.
We did, I
Yeah.
know, I told her to,
Yeah.
I told her.
We might these might turn out more crusty gardeny like
yeah.
like lichen growing on a statue.
Well, you
type
know what I'm
feel.
thinking
Yeah.
of, Jean? Like your, I'm thinking of your, I'm just gonna wick a teeny bit of that
I
up.
probably would like push it all the way and like superheat it would be my style of what I would do.
There
And make
you
them look
go.
like really distorted, but
Well, I'm also thinking of your master class with the crusty ocean thing that was very, okay. There we go. Now we're just gonna coax this little cutie
yeah, I think if
along.
we just like wick a little bit,
There.
then you can still see her face.
There, we're just gonna, and you guys can't see much. I'm gonna come down a little closer. Okay, so all we did there was just, there was a big dome over the top of that, and all I did was push out some of that extra paint, but all the colors are remaining. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for this bead, and this one is turning out so gorgeous. Now to finish this one out, I'm gonna come back out. To finish this one out, all you're going to do is take a head pin and put it through there, come out the back. You can either do an eye pin or a head pin. I think for mine, I did an eye pin through there and I just made a little bail. But you'll just do a head pin there, come out back, and then do a wrapped loop there. This one's gorgeous. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is this. Ooh, this one turned out so pretty. Have you guys seen this since it's been drying? It's so glowy. Wow, super, super, super glowy. I love your heart, Ainsley. I might even knock that down with a little matte glaze. So, now this is the last thing, and this is kind of like what I did on, it's kind of what I did on Wednesday when I showed you guys the drippy on the petal bead caps. So, this is kind of like another drip. So you got each side is going to have a different feel and texture, but it'll all go together. So we're going to create this kind of feel right now, maybe with different colors. But I'm going to do it the other way, because I'm just going to make a little cradle. Okay, so all I did was take, this is funny, but all I did was take a little, I'm going to make a little stand for it. So I just made a little loop. You can make a triangle. But if you want this to sit still and behave as you're dripping, see, you make this little stand for it. And it's just wire. So I want it to sit still and behave and not have to hold it. And this is something you could do if you've got nails like Ainsley's. So then it shouldn't move around as much. So I'm going to come way down here and I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay. I'm going to get even closer. I'm going to get all personal and up close here. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to do different colors. I'm going to start with yellow, and I'm going to spin the bead as I do it so I can get an even coat going. And let's go with that same color, drippy color that Ainsley did, but we'll do it super random. Okay, and then I want to do iridescent. iridescent there. Pop a bubble. I do so much with my fingers. I'm not gonna do the, I'm not gonna do any moss because that's super, super dominant. Sorry, okay. First I used Day Glow Yellow. Then I used Amethyst. Then I used Iridescent. Now I'm using Verdigris.
Mountain Stream.
Sorry. It's the version,
Yeah,
it's Mountain Stream Stain. It's the one you'll get in the kit. Okay, so that's a really beautiful, keep moving
Ooh,
down,
Look at that.
really beautiful
I'm a little bit behind you, but it's
Yeah.
pretty.
color combination.
Yeah,
And
Rhonda
then-
said that neon yellow is celebration emoji.
It really
So
is.
good.
And
It
that
is-
one is the actual day glow yellow, so it's like
Yeah.
the thinner bodied, just so
Right.
you guys know.
Yeah, so both, yes. It's the stained version.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna back out a little bit.
It
Okay.
just makes it easier to blend these. So sometimes when we put the paint sets together, we do some colors in paints and some in stains to get the desired effects together.
Now that is done, because look how beautiful that is, and I'm just gonna let that sit.
That's why I made you show them.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna let that sit, because like I said, I really love the drippy technique, but I also really super love what Ainsley did in the ombre. That was super fun with this kit too. So I'm just gonna set this aside. And so I've been eyeballing this and I'm super not happy with it because it's heavy to me. And I usually like things a little lighter. So I wanted to show you guys this little quick technique. Just take any soft bristle brush and we're gonna dry brush some fairy. Oh, and you can really see these settling in now. Those beautiful goddesses. Oh, that color. This has a jump ring on it already, so I like that because I've got a little thing to hold it by. But I'm gonna just really take a super dry brush approach to adding a little iridescence over this.
What were your original colors? You said moss.
Everything,
The whole mix.
every single thing in the
Okay.
whole kit.
But you can really only see like 3 colors: moss, cedar, and
That's because they
the scarab
super
wing.
super dominated
That's really interesting.
everything. It was out of control how much they dominated
Well, I
everything.
like what that violet's doing on there, though.
This is doing everything I wanted in the beginning. So this was what I was trying to tell you guys about layering. Layering is super important to the paint techniques because you can get something like, let's say, okay, I have this dragonfly done from yesterday and I really love it. But now that Ainsley's been doing so much with the day glow today, I was thinking, ooh, what if I added tiny little day glow in there? And this one, I'm like, kept staring at it. I'm like, that needs a bunch of iridescent. And because it was so dark. So I'm actually going to take Ainsley's spot.
I'm gonna verify a few more things.
I'm going to just put the day glow in. I'm going to let this dry in this cup here. And I'm going to take her day glow and I'm going to leave a little bit of the iridescent on the brush. I'm not even going to take it off. And I'm going to take a little day glow here and I'm just going to add a little more so it's extremely purposeful. Because I love the little hints of it.
Because it's been kind of the star of today, huh? Right.
Well, it's an accent color to
Yeah.
beat all accent colors, right? Anytime you mix any of these, anytime you mix any of these colors, the day glows with iridescent, it just pops. So I really love that.
Vibrancy increase. Avonda says, this is the kind of thing I want to learn.
Oh, excellent.
What can you do to change if you're not happy with how it turns out?
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is what I wanted to, first of all, the answer is just keep going. Always work in thin layers. If you have time and patience, do everything in thin layers so you don't get a big goopy glob of paint. Sometimes you're one and done, and that's great. So this was yesterday, and I really loved this piece, but you know, dragonflies, they're insane. So they're the colors, that's what they're known for. So you really want to do some, and I'm just using the corner of this big fat bristle brush because I just don't like to plan too much. I don't know. It's like not a fun thing for me. So and I'll use my fingers, and really basically you're just bringing in hints of colors to highlight things, and you just make it what you want. Now I took a lot of the star of the show out, which is the scarab wing, and I think it should have a really, really bold edge. So I'm not even cleaning off this brush because it's super dry. And I'm going to outline and make the scarab wing more bold. And then you can just get that, like, keep going. And I say paint until you love it. Rarely will I.
This is taking it to next level.
Yeah.
What you're doing right here.
I mean, that's the
Yeah, it
thing
It's
is,
just beyond.
so you
right?
can have your first phase.
Like, this is something, just the pendant I would be selling for just this one, like $30 to $40.
Oh, for sure, because it's hand painted. And it's like
It's the difference between like a quick, like, slap it on application to like really artisan.
right. And like Ainsley, what I would say, like, let's say Ainsley's like, oh my gosh, I just love that. But she wants another area to pop. She can do the same thing there and go over this with the same colors she has underneath, but make them more vibrant, and then maybe make that center more vibrant if she wanted to do that. This is stunning in itself, and you don't have to change anything. But if you want to just keep going, you can. So do you think those are dry? Those little dots?
You can
Probably,
also
yeah.
like relief it to add dimension too. That always bumps up the.
No, I really do love that too. So Ainsley's gonna come in and finish this. She's gonna make sure those are dry and pop the heat gun tool over it for a second more before she puts on the. Make sure you dry off your brushes, because you will ruin them if you let the paint dry on them.
You mean wash off?
I
your
mean, wash
brushes?
off your brush or dry. You can just wet dry or use a Clorox wipe on your brush too. That's always worked really well for me.
Okay.
Multiple pieces times 2.
I'm not gonna gamble it, right? This one might be a good example of how we can add a layer around that of dry brush.
You could have like, if you wanted to make it like extra, right? Once you have your cured stones in there, you could paint like little moss growing up around the dewdrops.
gosh, yes. You could just keep
Right?
going.
You could just like really with a, you know, with a little like silicone cone brush or something, you could paint like little moss on the edges of things, like growing up around the edges. Yeah, that's a great idea, Linda. As you're experimenting, you can order multiple of the kits, and then you can have different versions.
Or you can use this too if you're not getting enough.
Oh, I am. It's like the perfect amount, actually.
I always use the beetle to add the resin to my. That is so pretty. The colors that you picked for that one. Do you remember the colors?
Yes, it was primitive green, amethyst, and cedar.
I love it.
Have to get the proper angle for this one.
I feel like we've been playing in a garden all day. Does that feel like that to you guys?
Peggy
Yes.
says, even if not experimenting, order two, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then you can have pairs of things.
Yeah, or then you can keep one for yourself and sell the other one.
Well, look at how cool it looks with the UV.
Whoa.
With the.
Oh, Karen's wondering what's for lunch today.
That is a good
I don't
question.
know yet.
Anything-
Usually Ainsley and I run to the grocery store, get something from the deli.
Wouldn't it be cool if you put resin on that with some gold flakes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to do some playing after we're done. I'm so glad I got these pendants done because I was thinking I was going to have to do them after the live.
You're like,
And it's so
Ugh,
nice out today.
it's Friday.
Ainsley, she's like, I really love designing while we're on the live.
I
Like,
know.
It's like the best time to
Well,
get stuff done.
you get energy from it.
Yeah.
Well, because I like to like it's nice having like the background conversations, but I don't necessarily need to talk to anybody, so I can really hyper focus while being entertained.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like when I was younger and not as busy, I would sew a lot while not watching TV, but listening to it. So I would listen to a show like Bones, right?
Yeah.
So like when I rewatched the series, I'm like, okay, I know that I've understood, like I recognize the storyline, but I've never seen it
Yeah.
because I just heard it.
It just says you guys are the reason I can't sleep.
Are you
Watching
kept up
them.
by great ideas, or do you watch it late at night? I'm curious.
Okay, look at that, guys. So cute.
Are you gonna put resin in the center of the rose too?
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of needs it.
Okay,
And
well,
I'm gonna take.
Or a bead.
while you're
No,
painting,
I will put resin there, but I'm just gonna make sure that I have.
while you're painting,
Stupid eye pin.
guess what I'm gonna do? What the heck?
Hopefully
Stop,
the connection
Siri.
stays.
Siri, stop.
Oh, never mind. I thought there was a hole there, so I thought I needed to.
No, thank you.
Okay.
What is it doing? You can't.
Oh, last night she
There we go.
watched the Wednesday live since she missed it.
Guess what I'm doing,
Oh.
guys? While Ainsley's painting, I'm gonna show you what Mackie's doing in the backyard. Are you guys ready for a little? You can see it afterwards, Ains. Everything you're doing here is insane, by the way. Okay, here we go. All right. Mackie's gonna take you on a little tour.
The first time I set it up, and it only took me as long as the live to do. I started right when the live started. But it'll be a way quicker setup.
That was chalcedony.
Oh, for some reason, is it back in focus?
Yes, it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, I fixed it when I noticed that Chalcedony and Iridescent Violet. I'm just brushing it into here.
Oh wait, they're gonna. Where's the audio coming?
I don't
They
know.
can't.
I was
The
wondering.
audio comes from the tablet. I
Yeah.
don't think they realize that.
You might want to tell them soy so that
Wait,
she's
or we
not.
can just do a play-by-play. Okay, so you
Oh
can't
my
hear my
gosh,
mom.
look at that.
You can't hear my mom, but Mackie said that she just started this as soon as we started the live to like be able to time herself. And she's doing all of this by herself from scratch.
Yeah, nobody's
Setting
helping
all
her.
like no one's helping her. She's
How much
just
was that?
it was like the tent itself I think was like 600 something
Yeah,
like
sounds
that.
about right.
But like it's pretty good for a tent like that.
No, it is really good. It's like a house.
And she wasn't like she was needing to do things that were wasting a lot of time, like unpack things and
Oh yeah. Nice. You might want to tell them that
yeah.
they can't hear them.
Oh yeah, I will.
Do you
but-
wanna run out there and?
Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a second. Yeah, he was
He
giving
was
you a
trying to
playback.
narrate.
Yeah, Sawyer was narrating. Because the audio comes from the iPad.
Oh. They probably saw Mackie going, "Oh my gosh, here's the stove and here's the bed, and what do you guys think?" Oops.
I could totally tell what she was
You
pointing
could.
to though. Yeah.
Okay. This is the hardest
That's
thing to
fine.
get it in.
I'll tell you guys more about it later, because that's just the basics. I'll do more elaborate later.
That was really fun to see. Mackie, you nailed it.
Thank you.
Well,
Now
I was
I'm just
wondering
gonna
if,
hit this with the gun.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna be explaining what you're doing.
I just did a light layer of a mix of iridescent violet and chalcedony. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of resin to create a very enamelly look.
So pretty. Oh, and this one dried. That one's dry now. I love how that turned
the
out.
maidens are really like
Ooh,
becoming
sorry,
more
guys.
detailed again.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Linda says she has first dibs
On a retreat.
for a retreat in Mackie's tent. That'd be fun. A class in there.
Honestly,
Sounds
she
good.
should like Airbnb it out.
I know, just leave it up in the backyard and make it extra.
Hey, I mean, I've been looking. You know, you think about those side hustles, they are like passive income almost, right?
Pretty sure this is probably hard from earlier. So we're just gonna do a quick new layer. I'm gonna still put this to the side again. Ooh, it's not coming out at first, but there it went. I'm taking my silicone brush this time. And I'm just gonna
Now,
add
would you take
some
the back of
globs.
that rose so that the?
No, there's no hole, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
It
put an eye
looks
pin
like
through
it,
it.
but-
Yeah, it does look like it, but there's not actually one.
And then, are you gonna color that a little bit so you don't see the eyelid in there?
No, I'm actually gonna leave it like that, and we can glue a bead in there if we want to, or somebody
Oh,
could
I
glue
see
a
what
bead in
you're
there.
saying. Yeah, maybe just like Loctite. One of the ones from the kit.
Yep.
Which one do you think?
I'm just add in resin here and there.
Oh, what about a pearl? I think this pearl would fit.
Possibly.
I just want to see that one completely done if you can't tell. Because it's so pretty.
I just want this to be super shiny. That's why I'm adding all the resin. Loctited quite a bit. I'm gonna hit it with this light, and then we're gonna Loctite a bead inside of it.
Ooh. Which one are you picking?
I don't know. We'll see what fits, but my mom is suggesting a pearl.
Oh, this
If it
pearl.
would fit. The smaller one.
There's a small pearl in here.
Pauline, I'm with you on I don't like bugs. I still can't, but I really don't like bugs and never go to a tropical climate ever.
Like you did.
Yes. The bugs are terrifying. They're quite literally very terrifying. I would rather be in Antarctica in an igloo than have to deal with bugs.
Yeah.
That's just how I am.
I don't like rain. I hate
You know
rain.
what we should do is put up our accessories set with the resin and the silicone brushes.
Yes, let me
Someone
pop that
was
up for you
asking
guys.
if you can use a silicone brush again after using it for resin. Yes,
Yes, you can. Even if it gets hard into it, it's easy. It comes off of it because it's silicone. Oh, sorry, that's just not the right code. I got a little distracted there. I am finding it. Here it is. This is the right code.
Yeah, so if you need brushes, resin, silicone mat,
I think you got it. Here you go, Ains. If you want to push it down. You can
for
either push it
Australia.
down with tension or you can Loctite it in.
Yeah, that's so.
What
Australia
kind of critters
scares
do they
me.
have?
They
They're
have
big
like
spiders,
they have
right? Massive spiders.
Massive spiders. They can't kill you. It'll hurt.
But
But they're
that would be bad enough.
massive.
I think you could die of terror.
Okay, I'm dropping in Loctite first. Yeah, it starts with A.
Well, arachnophobia, but
No, not arachnophobia. The spider they have there starts with, its name starts with an A.
it does.
I just can't remember the full thing at the moment. Okay, I dropped some Loctite in there. I don't
And then
think
does
that's
that
gonna
fit-
work.
Does that fit loosely in there? or-
No, it doesn't fit. We're gonna have to pick a different bead.
Well, I gave you a few different options near the edge there. There's the little pink one.
We'll try the little pink one.
Just make sure it sits sideways in there.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to.
Rewards are only for vintage retail site items because everything that we sell on the lives is highly discounted and a lot of labor goes into the kitting. So we can't offer points on those, but everything that you buy on vintage.com is part of that program. So discount is already built in to all of the live shop items.
Goodness. I think it'll be better to just go like this.
To get it to sit sideways.
It can't go sideways. It won't fit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to leave it there with that hole, but I think it looks fine. I think it blends in properly. It looks like, you know, the center of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know how there's that little like.
Linda said, how about adding resin and paint? Yeah, that's what I would do.
You could do that as well, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. That's what I would do is make it look droppy.
You wanna know what I wanna be able to do? Have you ever seen it where people use the resin to make like little shaker pendants? I think we should do one of those.
yeah, that would be fun. Do it for a master class coming up. 'Cause
Yeah.
that'll be a little bit longer technique. Yeah, Kimmy said you guys are always throwing in extras and freebies here anyway, for sure. We do. We like to give the the best deals that we can on both platforms. That's why we have the Backstage Pass for the vintage.com site.
And
then,
Peggy, I would do that, but I should have done that first. I should have thought about my bead first, but now that I've resined it, I don't want to crack the resin by using my plier to pull it open.
oh,
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
So we're just gonna, if you want to do that with like this set, you guys
That's a
make
good
sure
tip.
you ply it open first and fit your pearl in, and then do the paint and resin
right.
so that it actually
Yeah,
works
that'd be
and you
smart.
don't crack it.
Yeah. Sometimes, like on our second one that we make, you figure that all out along the way, and then you make it that way.
Yep. Because the pearl would throw it like over the top. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I think the pearl is the prettiest idea out of them for sure.
Yes.
Yep, and then Linda says shipping is amazing too.
Yes,
so,
it
yep.
is. Okay, I think that's everything. We also do have sunflowers. I'm just not going to paint them because I'm lazy.
Yeah. Oh, you can show what Wendy did with them. That's just like cedar.
And this is just
On
what she
those.
did with things that were in the kit. Oh, let me get it in focus.
Yeah, and actually this one does come with the ear wires, just not jump rings, but you
Yep.
add some findings.
Just add
to
the jump
create-
rings, which I'm sure you guys have plenty
And
of.
it comes with that full bracelet too.
Yes, it does. This thing is
If you wanna
hefty.
pop the, we're still on resin.
Yeah. We need to clean this out again. So it's easier to find products.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this hefty bracelet.
You know what I did when I was designing with this is I added one extra jump ring at the end to make it a little bit longer. And then you could stack up all of the extra little charms and dangles from that ring. So like right here, add one ring right in between
And then
these
dangle
two
it.
rings, and then add all of your little charmy things.
Definitely. So gorgeous. And we also have this piece too, which didn't get painted.
Colleen said, very fun show today.
Oh, good.
Did that pop up again?
Yes, I
it
just
was stalled for a sec. Yeah.
I just refreshed it.
Okay, guys.
Isn't this a point where you just get super bummed because you're like, oh?
Yeah, I wish we had more to do.
Like,
We
oh,
have to say goodbye.
Not till next Wednesday.
But I am hungry,
now.
so
Yeah, it's
That's
Sunday.
the only
That's
thing
the
that
motivation,
makes
right?
us stop.
yep.
Is the
Yep.
hunger.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed it today. We had super fun. I had super fun. Lots of great stuff. I hope you enjoy all the kits. We always love feedback, so if you want specific things or you're really like certain types of kits, let us know because we love catering to what you guys like. We really want you guys to love everything that we're putting out here so that you can get it. And that would be all for today.
Linda
We
says,
hope you
"Yes,
enjoy
don't
your
leave."
weekend. We hope you guys enjoy your weekends, and we will see you next Wednesday for sure for
Oh, yeah,
the warehouse sale. And then next
Yes.
Friday is the trunk sale, so be prepared for the warehouse sale though.
Yeah.
It'll be super fun.